Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Demon Slayer, the Swordsmith Village arc episode number 8 reaction. So the previous episode, Tanjiro confronts and attacks the small Han Tengu, and we get to realize that that Han Tengu is actually fear as far as I can remember, and as soon as we attack it, anger absorbs all the other emotions and becomes a new Han Tengu. I think hatred. I think that was like the fusion form of all of them. So yeah, and this hatred is extremely powerful and has a twisted sense of justice where he was blaming Tanjiro, where he was like, "Oh, why are you bullying an old man who cannot do anything to protect himself?" While obviously he is doing the same thing, but that doesn't register in his head. A twisted sense of justice and a lot of strength. That is this new Hantengu, and he brings out like these dragon kind of things, and he's extremely strong. So we got to see that while all of this is happening in Tokito's place. Gyoko goes in and attacks what's his name, Haganezuka, by getting pissed off because Haganezuka, he saw Haganezuka being extremely attentive and not breaking his concentration, at which he kind of got a little bit pissed off. He's like, oh, I'm not that like this, I'm in during my creation, when I create art, I'm not like this. So because of his own pride, attacks him and tries to make him look behind, but he doesn't do that. And for the first time we get to see Haganezuka's face here because the mask breaks down. And yeah, while over there Tokito tries to break out of the water prison. I forgot the kid's name again. Like a weird thing happens. I sometimes remember the kid's name and then I forget. Kotetsu, I think that was his name. Yeah, he comes in and he kind of gets injured as well, trying to save him. But in the end, Tokito realized why he felt Tanjiro's words were so familiar, because it was the same word that his dad told him. And remembering that, he was able to use his technique and get out of that water prison. So yeah, let's see what happens in this episode number 8. Let's get started. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's begin. So here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, we are out. Oh my god, damn. Is it poisoned or something? I hope it's not poisoned. It's poisoned. Or maybe not. I don't know. Oh. Oh god, this weird little... Oh, there's more of them now. Great. And like he can usually take care of this, but yeah, in this situation... Oh, if... Is... Okay. For a moment I was thinking like, oh, maybe Mr. is going to come here, because I don't see anyone else in this situation who can help Tokito. Like Tanjiro and they are like preoccupied with all of that, while Haganzuka is in there, Gyoko's there. So either Tokito himself will stand up, or Mitsuru is going to come and help. Let's see. Hmm. The Mu in Muichiro. I think Mu means empty, isn't it? Like, like Mu in Japanese. I don't know. Oh, damn, look at the scenery. This scenery is beautiful. Hey, look at this place. What the hell is this? This is heaven. Hmm. Damn. Oh, is this his mother? Yeah. It's raining outside. Hmm. Oh, wow. Still cold. Damn, look at the weather. Oh, there he is. My god. Oh, did he find? Oh, these are the herbs. Oh no. Oh my god. Yo. Ugh. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. I I thought his parents died because of the demons, but no. Apparently. Wait, who the? Wait, what? Okay, that Yuichiro. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. That came out of the blue. Okay, Muichiro and Yuichiro. Hmm. Someone else is your mother. What are you on about? What? Okay, well. Mm. Damn, this is good. Yo, what? Okay, good God. Yeah, that is true if you think about it. Hmm. Oh boy. Damn, look at the water. What the? That's some HD quality water. Oh, wait, this is that girl. The one who's always with the master. I think his wife or something. Yeah. There you go, wife. Travel is interesting. Why? Abane. Okay. Oh. Wait, did he know about it? I think he knew about it, his brother. Or maybe not. I don't know. Well, that goes against his. Yeah, well. Mm, damn. Oh, he did try to stop him. Yeah, so. Uh, I, did he know about it? I feel like he kind of knew about this. Damn. Oh boy. Well, even though I understand that he's saying this because he, like is concerned about them, still, I really don't like his way of like. I can understand he's frustrated, he's sad. Still, you know, like just look at this. Like, why is he sweating? Oh, because they're okay carrying the log. I'm like, oh boy, I feel like the demons are going to come. Good God. Oh, this is perfect for a demon to come. This whole situation. The door is open. I feel like something's going to sneak in. Oh, he's also feeling hot. Oh my! I knew this was going to happen. Wait, who the hell is this? Is this someone we know? Oh no, it's a random demon. Ah! Yo! Oh my god! Uh. Okay. Oh, great. Says the one who doesn't even have a face. Oh god. Oh. Oh! Oh my god. Damn. Alright, what the hell? What happened? What? How? Damn! Did he do this without any weapon or anything? Okay, that is crazy. How the hell did he? Oh my god. Okay, so this is where I feel like Amane finds him again and probably brings him to the master. Okay, I don't think his brother is alive anymore. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, he's still alive. Oh my god. Oh, his hand is over there. Oh boy. Oh my god. Hmm. Oh whoa. Oh! Infinity move. Damn. Okay, so there you go. Obviously, he is that like like the successor of I think what was his name? That guy, the guy who Tanjiro sees in his dreams. And the mark came up. Oh my god, he's still okay. Damn his eye. Well, you're pathetic. Go away. Just yeah. Okay. Oh wow. All right. All right. It's time for you to go. Yeah. Nobody cares. Yeah. You're trying to validate yourself. Okay. Yeah. This is another question I have. Why does Tanjiro have that mark? He's not one of the like. Oh yeah. He actually cut him. Oh, yeah. Oh my god. Yo. Okay. Good God. Yeah. He just gets up and he's like, all right, let's do it. There you go. Yeah, this katana will be the death of you in the future. I'm pretty sure. Yo. Destroy. Oh damn! Look at that. Hmm. Tetsuizo. Ah. Yeah, that's a really beautiful looking sword. Hmm. Wait, who's this? Oh, it's the blacksmith, the other guy. Uh, hmm. Ooh, yes. Oh my god, yeah. Yo, yo. Oh my god. Okay. All right. That was something. Oh, damn, that was a beautiful animation. Oh wait, he's already cut, isn't it? Well, I love how the hands kind of. Oh wait. Oh, interesting. So he can like just teleport like this, get into the vase and comes out. Okay. Wait. Wait, what's happening? Oh, okay. Okay, okay, okay. For a moment, I was so confused. I was like, wait, is did the other twin die or something? Okay, that last part really confused me. Like, I was for a moment, I was like, wait, am I misunderstanding something? Like, which of the brother died? It's like, yeah, Mucho is the one who's alive, isn't it? Then why was he talking like, oh, Muichu? Like, was that his brother narrating it in the end? That part confused me so much in the end. I'm gonna go back to that part again and read that properly because that part was so confusing. I was like, what's going on? Like he was saying like, oh Muichiro, you're not like me, as if Muichiro is the one who died. Like, no. Okay, I'm gonna go back again. I think that was his brother, like, telling, isn't it? That is why. Okay, okay, that part kind of confused me. Hmm. Oh, the final. Oh, it's his birthday. Oh, her birthday. Sorry. Yeah. Pork cutlet and orange. Damn. All right. Wow. Wow. Okay, that's it. All right. First things first. I need to go back. Like, I need to check like the final section. Like that part really confused me. Like, I think what was happening was that it was the brother who was narrating the final part, wasn't it? Okay, let me go back. Okay, first of all, um, okay, they were fighting. All right, this part, from this part onwards. Okay, sorry, I couldn't be more. Okay, what? Why? Okay, just a minute. Okay, Yoko gets cut over here, and Muichiro defends himself from the water. Okay, from the here onwards, Muichiro, sorry, I couldn't be more gentle with you. Okay, we're seeing here his brother standing there looking at him, you know, uh, collecting the wood. And sorry, I couldn't be more gentle with you. I could just not afford to be that way. Being kind to others. You see, his brother is there in the kitchen, that whole, like, that radish part where, like, Tokito was crying. Being kind to others is one more thing that only the chosen ones can do. But, Muichiro, no matter how virtuous a life you may lead, neither the gods nor Buddha will protect you in the end. That's why I thought I had to protect you. Muichiro, you're not like me. For the sake of someone other than yourself, you can exert infinite strength. Alright, there you go. Yeah, okay. So yeah, it was his brother narrating it. That part actually confused me because I was like, for a moment, I was thinking, wait a minute, like, did they actually switch or something? Like, like sometimes anime do this with, especially in situations where there's twins involved. When one of the twin dies, like, sometimes they kind of like, do a little twist in the end where it's like, oh, we thought this twin died, but it wasn't this twin; it was the other twin who died. So for a moment in the end, I was thinking like, is that happening here or something like that happening? Because like that was a very weirdly placed section where his brother had a little narration. Because I actually thought that was him, and so I was so confused. I was like, why is he telling like, oh Muichiro, I could sort like you're different. Like, why is he talking about he's Muichiro? Why is he talking about Muichiro? So then I was like thinking like, oh, is this like one of those things where in the end, like, there's like a little twist where, oh, we thought this twin died, but it wasn't this twin, but the other twin who died. So that's what I thought in the end, and I was so confused in the end. So, but no, now that I'm going back to that part, I'm looking that part again. No, it is his Yuichiro, I think that was his name. His elder brother, he's the one who died, and here is a little narration which his brother is telling. And that is it. This is not Muichiro talking. This is his brother's narration. Because, like I said, the way they kind of placed this narration in the final section kind of confused me. Like, suddenly we get his brother's narration. That really confused me. And another thing, that their voice is also like the same. I think it's the same voice actor. I'm not exactly sure, but both the brothers' voice are very same. It's either the same voice actor or like other different voice actors, but maybe they're trying to make it the same. I'm pretty sure it's the same voice actor. So that also like added to the confusion, I think, because in the end I was like, what's going on? Is this one of those twists where we'll realize that, oh, the elder brother is actually the one who survived? Because if you think about it like that, it would kind of make sense in a different way if the elder brother survived, because the elder brother up until that part was someone who didn't really want to help others, because he feared for the fact that we are not special ones, so we can only save ourselves. Helping others will bring destruction to our family. His father died, his mother died like that. So he was like that up until that point. So it would kind of make sense in a weird way if it was actually in the end that his brother survived and he decided to change his way from after his younger brother died and become a demon slayer to help other people, like that drastic change from someone who never really helped others to helping everyone after his brother's death. Like, in a weird way, that would also kind of make sense, however, this also his younger brother staying alive also kind of makes sense, because his brother always wanted to help people, and that was his nature. And even after his father's death and mother's death, he still tried to continue doing that. But now he's as a demon slayer, he's doing that now. So yeah, there you go. So the final part, I went back. There's no such twists. I actually thought there was some kind of twist or something, but no, there's no such twists. So the elder brother died, the younger brother survived, who became a demon slayer. Yeah, alright. So, okay. So let's talk about this episode from the beginning. What happens is Tokito is has been able to get out of the water bubble prison, and the weird fish monsters come in trying to attack him, but he's his strength had been sapped out everything, he's not able to gather that energy. Kotetsu is almost almost injured, almost dying. So he doesn't know what to do in this situation, and his father's words kind of come back to him. And because now he remembers everything. Obviously, he remembered, his amnesia is gone, So now we go to a flashback. In this flashback, we get to see his father, they're like woodcutters, and he used to look up to his father a lot. And one day there was a situation where his mother needed a medicine, and it was raining outside, heavy rain, and his father had gone out to pick some herbs in that rain. And unfortunately, his father wasn't able to come back alive, slipped on a rock, fell down, and died trying to get the herb. And obviously, since he wasn't able to get the herb and bring it back, his mother also didn't survive. So he lost both his parents on the same day. Now this part, I was this was actually came as a surprise to me. I was thinking it would probably be something like he lost his father in a demon attack or something. No, turns out his father and his mother, it wasn't any demon attack. And that kind of surprised me, because I was like, all right, interesting, because as far as I kind of knew, I just assumed, I might be wrong, that all the Hashiras, they're some of their close ones must have died to a demon, and that's why they decided to become a demon slayer. Because otherwise, I'm kind of curious if we're ever going to get to see someone. Oh, but you know what? I guess Rengoku is an exception, isn't it? Yeah, Rengoku. yeah, like none of that happened to him or his family. As far as yeah, oh, there you go. Rengoku was an exception. I was going to say so is Tengen, but no, Tengen isn't, because as far as I can remember, Tengen's like friend or someone I remember, he kind of talked about who died in like one of those. So yeah, Tengen is not the same. One of his close one dies in a demon attack, as far as I can remember. I might be wrong, or maybe I'm misremembering things. But yeah, and then obviously like we got to see Genya, the same situation as Tanjiro, and like Genya's brother, who's a Hashira, he's also the same situation because they're brothers. This like like the Tokito situation as well. Again, in the end, a demon did attack, and it was his brother who died to that. uh, but yeah, I think Rengoku's the exception from all the Hashiras that we've seen up until now. Rengoku's the only exception whose family or friends, none of them actually died in a demon attack. I think, yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. I might be misremembering things because it's been a while. I've seen the previous seasons. Okay, so after that, this part was a big twist. I wasn't expecting that, where they suddenly revealed his twin. And okay, so his young elder brother, his name is let me just check. I think Yuichiro, he said. Let me check. Yuichiro. Yep, Yuichiro. Now, okay, so his brother was kind of a very like straight, direct, blunt way of had a blunt way of speaking, and he was like, "Oh, I already told father to not go. Like, why would you go like that? And like my mother was already going to die, so like yeah, he shouldn't have done it. Like then only we would have only lost one person. Now obviously like I could understand like he was talking like this because yeah, frustration, probably the frustration on himself, not being able to do something about that situation, and like sadness, anger, all at the kind of mixed together, and he's acting like that. I could kind of understand that, but still like like the way he was just completely like just what can I say like completely just not really like even in the later on as well he stops talking to his brother. That part was I feel like a little bit like he took it a little bit too far because yeah I can understand like he as he explained later on that I tried to stop my mother to work like like to like to completely destroy her body and work like that, but she didn't listen. She almost like and then she fell ill. Then like in that situation my father also went out to get the herbs, which again I tried to stop, but you didn't listen. Nobody listens to me, and then this happens. Like I think like something like that he kind of said in that part, like the next part. So obviously you can see that I can understand that it's because of that frustration. The fact he probably kind of blames himself as well, thinking that, oh, if I just like like a little bit more, maybe if I just try to stop them a little bit more, like I don't know, like gave it a little bit more effort to stop them, maybe the outcome would have changed. Like he probably blames himself as well, and that's why the frustration comes out, and he's like acting like this. Yeah, I can understand that, but like still the fact that he was just like completely just stopped talking to his brother in itself was yeah like yeah but yeah like I guess there are people like this, like people who obviously they deep in their heart they really don't want to act like this, but their frustration, their anger comes out, and they're not able to control themselves, and like they know that they're hurting the other person by acting like this, behaving like this in front of them, but like still they cannot really stop themselves from acting like that. Like there are people like this, I can understand. uh but yeah, like an unfortunate situation, he just yeah like he was just frustrated and probably blamed himself for the whole situation a little bit at least. Okay, so yeah, so he was like, oh, like, yeah, like, he talks about, like, his father, his mother. He talks about all of that, and he says how, like, his father went, even though, like, mother couldn't be saved, he still went, and then he died. And Muichiro's like, my brother talked in a harsh way, but and he says, like, I have a feeling that the way I was like just like him when I had amnesia, which is kind of true if you think about it. He was too blunt, as if you remember, in the first few episodes of this season. And yeah, the next scene we see them, both of them, in the in their house, like, kind of trying to sleep, and it's hot, like, it's just both of them are not talking to each other. It's just like that. And days passed, and one day, Muichiro went out to get water, and here he meets Lady. Oh, wait, what was her name? Amane? Just a minute. Was that her name? Okay, let me just check her name. Just a minute. This person was Master's wife, and she traveled this far up the mountain to visit us. But okay, in the end, Lady Amane. Yep, Amane, that's her name. So yeah, she came here to talk to them, and you know ask them to come join them, because they are uh, ancestors of the demon slayer, like that dude. Now, okay, here's the thing. This is one thing, like, I've always found really unusual, and I feel like they'll probably explain this to us in the near future. Like, I can understand obviously why like, Muichiro has that mark, because he's like the ancestor. No, sorry, not ancestor, sorry, successor. His ancestor is that guy. So I can understand that. Why does Tanjiro have that mark? Like, obviously it was established a few episodes ago that Tanjiro's, I think, grandfather, that is, I think someone mentioned in the comment that it's not the father, because I was so confused in that part. I was like, why does his father look like this? Because we saw his father, Tanjiro's father, in season 1. He didn't look like this, completely like Tanjiro, but no, that's his grandfather. It makes so much sense that that is his grandfather. And so Tanjiro's grandfather knew this guy. They, like, like, kind of like, in that little flashback we saw, both of them knew each other. Then why, like obviously Tanjiro, like, then why does Tanjiro have that mark, that tattoo, not tattoo, but that marking, in his head? That is the part that always kind of, like, like, confuses me. Like, one thing, it might be that Tanjiro might be the reincarnation of that guy. Maybe that is why he has that mark, even though they don't share the same blood. Or I don't know. This is the only plausible explanation, like, that's coming to my head, because it makes sense why Muichiro has that mark, because he's literally in the same bloodline. His ancestor was him, so that is why he also has that mark. That mark came out in the end of this episode. Makes sense. Why Tanjiro? Tanjiro has no link with like, them. Like, the only link that Tanjiro has with them is that Tanjiro's grandfather knew that guy. So unless and until like Tanjiro is like the reincarnation of this guy or something like that, it doesn't make sense why he would have that mark. And I remember Tanjiro, I think, said something in, what was it? I think in season 2, he said something along the lines of, oh, I never had this mark. My father also had no marks like this. I also didn't have this mark, but then I fell down or something like that. He said, like, I fell down or something, and from that point onwards, I have this mark. So I think he's explained like something like that. So from his birth, he didn't have this mark. It appeared later on. Like, that is also another little clue, which I don't know. Maybe in the end, when they're going to explain everything, it'll all make sense. Either way, if it's a spoiler, no need to comment on that. Let's wait and let's see how it goes. Because I'm sure, like, everyone who has read the manga probably knows the answer to my question. So yeah, if it's like I'm pretty sure it's a spoiler, so don't comment on that. And this is just something that I'm kind of curious about, and I just wanted to share that. Anyways, so here, okay, so Amane goes away, and here you can see that Muichiro's like, oh brother, you see, like we can help other people. There's demons and stuff. We didn't even know about that. Let's go, brother. Let's do it. And his brother just just cuts the daikon, and he's like shut up, don't say that. Save others, give me a break, will you? Seriously, you're exactly like father and mother, aren't you? You're too optimistic. How does your mind even work? Just like mother who worked without, here we go, telling us she was unwell until she collapsed. Like just like father who went out in a storm to find herbs. After all, I did to try to stop him, after I begged mother to rest over and over, you know who can help others, only the chosen ones. And I can understand why he didn't really like the fact that his brother was like, oh, let's help others, because that is literally what his mother and his father did, and they both lost their lives. So he doesn't want the same thing happening to both of them. That is why he's so mad over here. He's like, no, only people who are chosen ones, they can help others. We people like us, yeah, we if we try to do that, we're the ones who die by the end of it. So we're not the chosen ones. So that's what he says, and I can understand his frustration, because he feels that if Tokito Muichiro goes to Amane and tries to help with this whole thing, he's also probably going to die, because he wanted to help others, and just like his father and the mother will come to the same fate. So yeah, obviously he doesn't want that. So after that we can see that his Muichiro starts crying, but later on we get to see the scenes where Yuichiro threw water at Amane. He drove her away, and because yeah, then they stopped talking. Both Yuichiro and Muichiro never really talked. Summer came, and oh my god, this scene, I knew something like that was going to happen. Like the door was open, I was like, yep, something is going to get in through that door, exactly. And it definitely would be a demon, and yeah, there you go. That is exactly what happened. And the funny thing is, I feel like if they actually took Amane's invitation and both of them went with her, I feel like this wouldn't have happened. Obviously, this wouldn't have happened. Yeah, maybe they would have died, like as his brother says, as Yuichiro says, like, oh, if we try to help others, we'll die. Sooner or later, maybe that would happen, or that is going to happen. But still, at least at that point, they probably would have been saved. Like in like the whole demon situation that happens here, because they wouldn't be here. They would be with the master over at the mansion. So yeah, none of this would have happened. Anyways, so here, like his brother goes to Muichiro goes to take a little bit water, and the demon comes in, and the demon is like, oh, like what are you, like give me some, what does it say? Okay, oh hell, just a couple of brats. Well, whatever. Yeah, tries to eat him. His brother comes, protects him, and his hand goes just cuts off. And here the demon comes in, like spews like like a plenty of bad stuff, just like insults, just spews them, and talks about how, oh, you guys are worthless, who are you, like what can you do, stuff like that. Attacks, there was like a little scene where they showed that like the stomach, I think the stomach or something was cut, which was probably Yuichiro's, at which here a monstrous roar, I couldn't believe that it was coming from my own throat, from my own mouth, and he gets pissed off. And okay, this part actually, again, this part surprised me. I wasn't expecting. So what happened? So he dragged this demon out. Like I think probably the first thing he probably did is like grab like some kind of a weapon, and attack the demon. And like then what did he do? Like drag the demon outside, like put the the wooden stakes in him, and he even had a hammer, so he was like hammering that. There's two stones that is on the head, like completely squashed his head. So he used this the stone to squash his head. Both of his legs are cut off, so he also did that using the blade, I'm guessing, that shear. And there's that rake as well, like everything. So he literally, oh, there's like the axe as well. Damn. So I'm guessing he cut off his legs first, grabbed him, dragged him outside, and just did this. Crazy. Like, wow. like we can just imagine what happened here, because they didn't really show us what happened. They just showed how he completely went blank for a moment, and then when he came to his senses, he sees this is what has happened, and he has killed the demon. Like, my god, like, oh, that was crazy. And it was so crazy that even though demons regenerate, he he just completely cut him off like this so much that he probably wasn't able to properly regenerate even in time. And the sun came out and he just got destroyed. So he goes back. Muichiro goes back to his house, struggling to go inside, and goes inside the house, and here Yuichiro's there, and he listens to Yuichiro saying that, oh please, God, if you want to take me, but please help and save Yuichiro. He's not like me. I might be like this, but he's someone who wants to help others. So even if you take my life, save my brother. He doesn't deserve to die. And then in the end he says I knew the mu in Muichiro doesn't means previously he said something like, oh, the mu in Muichiro means what did he say, muimi, which I think muimi is muimi is without, no, muimi, wait a minute, what, I'm not able to properly explain, but unnecessary, yeah, I think that's the word. Muimi means unnecessary, I think, or something like that. He said, where's that part? You know what, let me go back. That part where he was in the forest talking about his name. Okay, the mu in Muichiro stands for muno, incompetence, yeah. And then he says that, okay, where's that part? The mu in Muichiro means muimi, meaningless. There you go. Yeah. So he said those, but here he says I know what the mu in Muichiro means. It is mugen, it's infinity. And yeah, and as soon as he says that, the mark comes out. And yeah, here we go. The mark is out, and he's uses the in the present, he uses his mist, breathing to help Kotetsu. And Kotetsu says oh, please go and help Haganezuka, and while all of this is happening, Haganezuka is still trying to take out the rust, and his eye has been completely attacked, and he's blind in one eye. Gyoko did it, and still he's continuing to just temper the sword. Yeah, so Yoko's still pretty pissed. He's like, oh, why is he still doing this? And then he's like, oh, let me attack Kanamori and see if he stops and looks at me. But before he does anything, Tokito comes in, attacks him, and this part was kind of funny if you think. He's like, wait a minute, so I didn't even notice how he came in. So I was so concentrated in this whole situation that I didn't realize that he came in. So there you go. He's so happy. He's like, yes, I also concentrated so hard that I wasn't able to. He just wanted to win against Haganezuka. And yeah, he just like self-validated his effort, and he's like, yeah, there you go, I also did it, haha. Wow, round of applause for Gyoko, like finally he was able to do it, concentrate so hard that he forgets what's happening in his surroundings. So good job, Gyoko. Okay, so here he then notices the marking, and he's like, wait a minute, why does he have this, have this marking? I remember that kid who Muzan has warned us about. He has that mark, so, and he's kind of thinking about all of that. But Muichiro comes in, tries to attack him, but he uses the octopus or whatever that is. The tentacles come out from his face and destroys the whole building. Yeah, Haganezuka falls down, gets up, kind of fixes the, what is that called? The thing that he was rubbing that I forgot. I knew what it was called. The slab of that thing which you kind of rub the sword on so that it gets sharper and the rust can come out. Whatever it is called, he fixes that and starts doing it again, and it's kind of funny because he's saying, Gyoko's like, oh, he's still this fool. He's still trying to fix that sword. While I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure in the future this sword will be the reason why a lot of you demons die, because it has already been established that this sword is a special one. So the fact that Haganezuka is doing this is going to help us out in the future so much, and I'm sure this sword will be the reason for the death of a lot of the demons that we're going to see from this point onwards. So yeah, anyways, so he then uses his tentacles again to grab Muichiro, and this part was so hilarious. He just immediately just cuts off the the tentacles, and Gyoko's like, Nani? Oh boy. But Kanamori, he kind of thanks Kanamori as well. He's like, thank you, Kanamori, you made this sword. And Kanamori is crying. Kanamori is like, no, I just made the sword, you're the ones who is going to wield it. And I tried my best to try to emulate the way my predecessor, that guy who made his sword, made your sword. And he says oh yeah, he says he passed away from a heart disease. And a little flashback here, we get to see this guy, the previous blacksmith. He talks about how he's even though he has nothing to fear of his death, he's ready to die. He fears the fact that Tokito is like this. He says how you're barely getting by and have no breathing room, how anxious you are because you cannot remember anything, and how you strive so hard that you vomit blood. Who will ever understand all of that? Whenever I see the swords you have used, it brings tears to my eyes. Because yeah, he's reckless. He's like that. He gives his all. It won't be. I won't be around for much longer. Not that I want to cling to my life at this age, but I can't stop worrying about you. Yeah. And yeah, he kind of thanks him again, and he's like, I'm sorry, but I wasn't able to, end your worries. But yeah, but I'm fine now. I'm okay. And oh, this part was beautiful, beautifully animated. The fifth form, mist breathing that he uses. Seeds of cloud and haze. Damn. And attacks him, Gyoko. However, Gyoko just goes in the pot and comes out of the other pot. And Gyoko's like, you missed. And he's like, oh, you're the one who, whose senses are getting dulled. Just look at it. And he sees, the throat gets cut. And this part is, I don't know why, but I really found this funny, how the two little hands over here, as soon as he realized that he has cut here, those two hands just like this, grab the throat so that the blood doesn't come out. The way that so quickly did that, and so funnily, that part was so funny. I don't know why. Those two little hands just like this. Anyways, so yeah, and like I said, this part kind of confused me from here onwards because suddenly there was a little narration of Yuichiro, and I was so confused because their voices are so same. I was like, what's going on? Like, why is he talking about Muichiro? Didn't his elder brother die? Then I was thinking, oh, maybe this is like are they trying to do some like that the twin, like, switch thing where they switched the twin in the end to make a plot twist. But no, in the end, like after ending this episode, I went back and I realized, like, no, it's not him that is talking. It's Yuichiro's little narration over here. That is, I think that's what it happened here. Like I said, correct me if I'm wrong, because yeah, like Yuichiro's little narration here where he says that how he knew he was hurting him, and like, he was acting like this. However, like he wanted to protect his little brother, and that is why he acted like this. But then in the end, he was like, yeah, like, like, I realized, for the sake of someone other than yourself, you are going to fight. You can exert infinite strength. And yeah, Gyoko's tentacles and hands and just cut off, and yeah, Yuichiro says, you're one of the chosen ones. And there you go, that is where it ended. So that was this whole episode. A little backstory of Muichiro and Yuichiro. And yeah, like the marking came out. That was interesting. And yeah, Gyoko's in trouble. So let's see what happens, how this goes. And yeah, so that is it, guys. Thank you for watching. This is my reaction to episode number 8 of Demon Slayer Swordsmith Village Arc. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And yes, that is it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Demon Slayer. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.